we have been focusing on social media, and it's been a fantastic month. We've learned a lot together. We've gone over tons of things together. Today we are talking all about putting all of this into action. This is what's going on in the hustle today. Stay tuned.
This is the Real Estate Hustle, a podcast about everything to grow and improve your real estate career. Broadcasting on Facebook Live. Here are your hosts, Rick Robinson and Travis Green.
Hey, Real Estate Hustlers. Welcome to episode 22 of the Real Estate Hustle. We are broadcasting live in Rexburg, Idaho today. And hey guys, if you are listening on YouTube, on the iTunes, whatever it's called,
Stitcher.
Podcast app, yeah, Stitcher, Spotify, any of those places, please make sure to hit the 5-star rating and hit the subscribe button, the subscription will come to us. And also if you're on YouTube, make sure to hit subscribe. And if you're watching live, welcome. We love our live viewers. We love interacting with you guys. And big shout out to our listeners in Iowa, Wisconsin.
Iowa, Wisconsin. Very cool.
I don't even know where
I
that
don't
is.
either, but that's the coolest
But I
thing.
think we did a shout out to Wisconsin last week too.
We did.
So we've got quite the group of people in Wisconsin listening.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Well, I'm here today next to Travis. How's Travis today?
You know, we're good. We're good. We are really honing in on social media and how to get that growing. We're excited about the topic today, and we're going to finish things up, and we got some good information.
Yeah, we definitely do. Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Well, so here we are. We're in the last week of February. This is the last day
of
Wow,
February.
we're like living on the edge. So last day in February, and sorry about that, Brady. Thanks for the feedback. So this is what we covered this month so far, guys. In case you haven't been able to listen to all the podcasts this month, we have talked about the 5 critical components to your Facebook page, and we've also talked about making the most out of your Facebook page. Finding your purpose in life. That was kind of a bonus that we did.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
we have to find our purpose in life.
That was a good one. How to stay in the Facebook algorithm. We covered that last week, and because the algorithm changed, and a lot of your competitors are not going to be in it anymore. Mm-hmm. And then yesterday, if you listen to my podcast, it was a rant about 1995 PowerPoint presentations and a couple of other things. So anyway, but it's been a great month, I think.
It has been a very good month, very informative, a lot of things going on. We're excited about where things are heading and the movement that we're making to change how things are done.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
So today we're talking all about putting things into action. So it doesn't do anybody any good to take what you've learned about social media to wrap it up in a pretty little box, some gift wrap, maybe a little bow, a name tag. Right. It doesn't do anybody any good to take it, box it up, stick it on a shelf, and never use it. So,
absolutely,
guys, make sure that's what we're talking about today is how to implement this. We're giving you a strategy. We're giving you a plan to get all this implemented.
How to stick it in a box or how to not?
How to not stick it in the box.
Yeah.
Greg, we keep losing sound too. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, guys, so we're going to tell everything that you need to do to make this happen. And Travis, why don't you take it away?
All right. You know, today we are going to talk about implementing, as Rick said, implementing what we've been talking about. We have to start doing. In order for this to work, you have to do it.
Yep.
Right? Okay. It takes action. It takes effort and energy. So what we want to do is we're going to guide you through the steps on getting your social media in order and how to make that happen and be very, very effective in it. So one of the first things you need to do is define and understand your brand. You got to be able to tell your story, what your vision is, what is your aspiration, what do you add to the real estate business, right? Those are things that are very important because you don't want to be just one of the rest. What sets you apart? What makes you different and unique? We know what makes Rick unique.
Oh, there's a lot of things that make
he's
me
very unique. So, yes.
Multiple ways.
But find out what those things are. What do you specialize in? What's your passion? Some people it's farm and ranch. Maybe it's residential, commercial, or maybe it's just the way you do the business, your personality type, a little spin you put on something.
Yeah.
Whatever those things are very, very important for you. So distinguish yourself. Find out what's different about you and tell the world about it. In fact, we have on our upcoming, very soon, in about a week, we've got our new Real Estate Hustle Academy that's coming out. We spend a lot of time on this, on how to develop your brand and how to promote that. So defining that is very, very important for you to do. In fact, we had done this.
We did.
We had to start somewhere ourselves.
It was super secretive too.
It was very secretive. We had to start at the bare bones ourselves to get this up and running. So what we did, we had a branding board. What we did before we did anything at all is we took and outlined what our colors were going to look like, what the photos were going to look like, how the yard signs were going to look, how the business cards would look. We took everything, the T-shirt designs, everything, made sure they were all coinciding with each other. They all matched and blended, put it on a storyboard, and took it and took a step back and looked at that. And that helped us define where we wanted to go, because what's important to understand is how the public perceives it.
Yeah.
It's interesting in our minds how we dream up this idea that I want this to be cool or great or wonderful. I want this to be perceived this way or that way. But we have to understand how that might look to the other end.
And it's hard, I think, to take the step out of your own skin and to look kind of from the outside looking in as to how the public will perceive it. And I think a good way to do that is to show your branding ideas to other people and just see what they think.
And we did that.
Yeah. In fact, one of our real estate hustlers, Joe, he was recently rebranding his business down in St. George, and he ran a bunch of ideas past us and across the real estate hustlers. If you guys were kind of in the original little group, and his branding turned out terrific, and he made some changes based off of feedback from things that he hadn't thought about. So, run it past other people.
And don't be afraid if when you do that, and I say when you do that because you need to, be sure not to take offense. If someone says, yeah, that color doesn't work.
Oh, the worst thing they're going to do is say, oh, that's horrible. And then what do? You change it. Yeah.
It's not a big deal. So do that. Make sure that you first define who you are, what you offer to the real estate world, what your niche is, how people are going to perceive you in your mind. Put that on your storyboard and then show it to some people.
Yeah.
Get their perspective because they are the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you'll have a much better chance of really promoting what you're trying to accomplish. So there's really 3 key things that we need to focus here.
Okay.
We need to focus on how the public perceives your business, what the message is you want to put out there. You also want to define the service that you provide. Don't just be like everybody else. Make something unique about yourself and go after it. And then the other thing is communicate that message. So again, as Rick talked about, to take the time to define your colors, your picture, your strategy, your logos, your stuff, package it all up in a pretty box and stick it in the shelf doesn't do anybody any good.
No.
Okay? We talked last week about the richest place in the world. Do you remember what that was?
Yes, I used to live next door to one.
A cemetery.
Yep.
The reason why a cemetery is the richest place in the world is because so many people dream big, have these great ideas, and let them die with them.
Yeah.
Without ever expressing them, ever trying them, ever putting them out there. What's somebody going to do if they don't like it? They're going to say, eh.
Yeah, exactly.
Big deal.
Right,
So you know how to make some changes.
Yeah.
So very critical in defining who you are, what you are, how to get it out there. Draw the storyboard, put it up there. In fact, we should have brought ours in.
We should have.
We didn't bring it in.
Shoot.
But we have ours we could show you.
Keep talking.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking. Apparently Rick's going to go get it real quick. So putting that out there, I didn't know he was that athletic. But that is very, very important. So as we defined what our company was going to be, we made sure that we put it on Facebook and got the perspective of others. When you tell your story, you want to make sure that you're talking on their level. Now, what that might be is different for the commercial people, the residential people, the farm and ranch people. So you'll want to kind of adjust what you're trying to perceive to them. So yeah, let's go ahead and show that. So this is our...
Guys, we made this in super, super secretive times.
We did.
And if you ever read it, when you guys read our book, we share our story in the very beginning of the book. And this is the super secret poster board that we talk about that we made behind locked doors at our old brokerage when we were wanting to break away. This board means a lot to us. We didn't think it would ever really... I didn't think we'd keep it.
Yeah.
But now it's iconic to our business.
It is. We got to frame this thing. So
we do.
Rick and I at our old brokerage, again, you'll read about this when you buy our book.
Yes.
It's a great book. We certainly recommend it. Go to Amazon, buy it. It's great. When we were at our old brokerage, we spent a lot of time late after hours behind closed doors just defining where do we want to go? What's the message we want to send? How can we improve the real estate industry in our local market and turn it upside down, which we have done. And it all started right here. So this is our storyboard right here.
Yes.
If you can see this. So this is what started it. We had decided our colors. We decided what our logo was going to look like. We even went and rented an office space before we ever even stopped working at our other brokerage. We really jumped in with faith that it was going to work.
Yeah.
So I would suggest doing this, Put it into real-time effort. It works. It's good. It's visual. It's good to see it tangible versus just in your mind.
Well, and what's nice too is what we could see when we did this kind of, we call it our vision board. When we were doing our branding, this was our brand vision board. And we could see kind of how everything was so cohesive and everything blended together, and the advertising was consistent, the colors were consistent, the theme was consistent. So, and what's happened because of that? This is a tangent we weren't even planning on talking about, but this is fun. This is stuff that we love, guys. Anyway, so what? Oh man, I just lost my train of thought. I got so excited.
Yeah. So.
Oh yes. Okay, I think I remember where I was going with that. But anyway, we were so excited to move forward and to go with it that we started doing all of it in secret, and we just started planning everything out and getting it on the board, making sure it all looked good. And you guys, you just need to read our book. The book explains it a lot better than we do.
Yeah, no, it's good. So get out there and do it.
By the way, that's not where I wanted to go. I still forgot where
that's
I said
okay.
it.
We understand. So define who you are, get it on your storyboard, take a look at it, share it with others, make sure that they see the same vision that you do. If not, tweak it, and then go for it. Make it run.
Yep, absolutely. So guys, this is the month. This month right here. Like today, because it's the last day of the month, and maybe you can go into March a little bit. This is the day and the month where you need to have your social media breakout.
Oh.
Okay? We've talked a lot about social media. We've noticed not a lot of people making changes, because nobody's committed. So we need to fix that, guys. Commitment's a hard thing. It's something that all of us struggle with. I struggle with commitment. Mm-hmm. Travis struggles with commitment. Greg struggles with commitment. Who else struggles with commitment? Everybody struggles with commitment.
To some level or another, sure.
Yeah. Everybody does it, to some point or another. So, and why is that though? It's because we're so good at finding excuses to not do to do something even when we know it's going to benefit us. Perfect example is one of our agents, Bob, has needed me to write up a profile for like 2 weeks now. I know it's going to benefit me. I just haven't had the time to do it. So I keep putting it off. And anyway, so I'm just letting you know that I'm guilty of it.
He's human.
I am human. Yeah. Whether you believe that or not. So anyway, we want to go through some different steps to help you guys commit to doing this, because we realize how difficult commitment could be. And we know how difficult it is because, it's something that we struggle with.
I think a lot of people struggle with it. So, let's touch base on those. I think everyone can glean something from it.
Yep, absolutely. So, one of the first things you need to do, guys, if you are really going to commit to social media, is you need to get yourself in the right mindset. Now, what do I mean by that? You need to make that the top priority in your mind and get everything else out of the way. So, you're either all in or you're all out.
I think one of those things, Rick, is that fear.
Yeah.
Those who are not of the let's see. Those who are more seasoned, who are not used to social media, are a little fearful of it, which we talk about in our book as well. Mm-hmm. And overcoming that fear and being mentally committed and saying, this isn't going to bite me, it's not going to hurt, it's going to be okay. So it can happen.
Yeah, and Chris can't commit to having commitment issues. That's deep.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. That's funny, Chris. So, anyway, so, the way I like to think of it, it's kind of a term that some of you may have heard, is you can't have a foot in Zion and a foot in Babylon. Okay? You can't be in both sides. You can't be a good and a bad person at the same time. It's one or the other, so you're committed or you're not. Figure out which one you are and have that mindset. You need to decide. It really has to come from the core.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got to come from deep within.
It's called desire.
It is called desire, and we talked a lot about that. Was it last week's podcast?
Yeah, anything that you really aspire to and desire to accomplish and achieve, you can. The trick is understanding what that is, seeing where the vision is. When you can put your mind out there saying, I want to accomplish this thing, then desire kicks in, which turns into passion, which turns into action and accomplishing that thing.
Yep. So have that right mindset, get everything else out of the way, go all in, and just commit to getting it done. The second one is refine what your goals actually are. Write your goals out for what you want to accomplish with social media, guys. Mm-hmm. And it's because it's kind of hard to race towards a fuzzy finish line or a fuzzy target or something that's not really clear. So if you guys don't have clear defined goals for what you want to do in your social media, then before you do anything else, make sure to write those down. Nail down exactly what you want, how you want to get there, what you want it to look like at the end. All right? Number 3 is focus on the important things. So a lot of times, a lot of chaos, a lot of fluff, a lot of outside distractions can get in our way, which prevent us from reaching our goals and which prevent us from committing to things because we get so distracted. So put those distractions aside. whether, I don't know, you guys probably have all kinds of distractions. Whether it's a person, whether it's whatever. Oh, don't put your family aside ever. That never. Okay, family always first. But,
yeah. Well, but there are certain things that you need to unload out of your mind and put on paper. So I have done this myself, where I've taken a piece of paper, had it next to me all day long, or if you're on your phone. Great, go to your notes section. And anything that something pops into your mind that you got to remember to do, just write it down.
Yeah.
Get it out of your mind, get it on the paper or in your smartphone or whatever it is that you can keep track of it, so you're not sitting there thinking about it. And just keep unloading those distractions so you can focus on the goal.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so just stay streamlined, stay focused, and then also hold yourself accountable. You're the best person to do that for yourself. Right. So make sure that you're hitting your goals and going down the road to where you want to be for your social media. So make sure you're hitting those. So those are the 4 steps to committing, guys. I'm going to review those. Get yourself in the right mindset. Refine what your goals actually are. Focus on the important things, and then hold yourself accountable. That's going to make you go far. So, and maybe even publicly commit to somebody in your office. Hey guys, I'm committed to my social media. Well, you also hold me accountable to it. So something that we could mention to people.
Everyone can learn from that. So let's talk real quick. There's a lot of us out there that want to master social media.
Yeah.
And we're sometimes a little fearful of it. Maybe not so much. Maybe it's just a matter of understanding it, this or that. But there's a few key things that you can do to quickly get to that goal.
Yeah.
And so first off, I want to talk about the art of giving. You've got to give in order to receive. You've got to put yourself out there. What would you say would be the right way to give before you receive?
Well, and we talked about this a couple episodes ago, is making sure you're adding value and giving information to people, and not just being a brochure on Facebook. So, give useful, valuable information to people if you ever want to receive something from them or receive their business. You can't just sit there and hope that people will come to you. You've got to give out value. You've got to give valuable information, and so that would be giving before you receive.
Yeah, good, pertinent information that would perk someone's interest, that would draw them to you and say to themselves, what next? What good tip do they have today? Or what good story? Tell stories.
Yeah.
Give real life experiences.
Stories are powerful.
Yeah, very, very much so. So give, meaning put it out there, and then you'll start receiving those followers. So that's a very good thing to do. The other thing is listen to your clients. A lot of times...
A lot of people are really bad at that.
There are, and we've talked about this before, like with our local builders even, they'll build the home they like.
That they like.
Not what the market likes. So same thing with social media. Make sure that the content you're putting out there is something that speaks to a wide audience, not just you. You might like, what did you say? Kittens and dresses or
Kittens
something?
and wedding dresses.
Yeah, kittens and wedding dresses. Great, that's okay. No problem. But maybe the other guy doesn't. And so make sure that the information you're putting out there is pertinent to the audience with real estate in general, and make sure that's a top priority. The other thing is focus your efforts. If you're good at Twitter, if you're good at Facebook, if you're good at these different social media forms, that's great, but you probably can't be a master of all of them very well. Be very, very good and precise at the ones you know the best. Get 2 of them and be masters in them. Don't try to canvas everything. You won't be as effective.
Which, just to put in a plug for this real quick, which goes back to, I think it was episode 14, where we talked about how you guys need to start specializing in your real estate business, because as technology increases and bigger players come in and AI comes into play and things like that, people are going to start gravitating towards experts. You can't be an expert or a jack of all trades in real estate. So same type of thing. If you're good at Facebook, be the Facebook real estate agent. If you're good at Twitter, then be the Twitter master or whatever.
Twitter master is
Twitter
good.
master, yeah. Sure.
Twitter master. I like that. Well, the bottom line is be passionate. When you are passionate about what you do, you'll find success.
Yeah.
Success follows passion. So define who you are, what your niche is. Get it out there in a way that it relates to other people. Be passionate about that. Make sure it makes sense, that it conforms to what the message you're trying to portray, and people will start following you. Success will start to come.
Yeah.
So be passionate about those topics. Also, get on camera.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You got to do it.
We have been talking about this. The importance, the value of color, motion, emotion, all the things that come through video.
The sound, your voice, your presence, your countenance, all of that.
All of it.
So powerful.
Very, very important for you to do. So don't be afraid to get on camera. It's hard sometimes. It's not as easy as you may want it to be. It may be a little uncomfortable, but that'll go away real quick.
Yeah.
And people need to see who they're communicating with. They need to see you talk. They need to put the face and the voice together, make the connection, and it'll go a long ways. In fact, we have a show coming up right after this, the Team Green Show.
You know, it'd be fun.
What?
Is if you went live on Facebook right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Greg, can you throw up a Team Green Show slide? Okay. Perfect. Okay. We're going to go live on our Team Green Facebook page right now. Travis has already got it pulled up. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So this is how easy it is, guys. You go into Facebook. What did you do? You went to the Team Green page.
I did.
And, okay, typed in a little title. Okay. He's going to go live. And we could even prove it to you if... Anyway, okay, go live. Let's just go live.
Should we do it right now?
Sure, why not?
Okay, here we go. So, all right, here we go. Whoops, let's go like this.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Rexburg. This
Not
is
live yet.
Oh, isn't it? There it is. Hey, Rexburg. This is Travis Green and Rick Robinson.
What's up,
we are
guys?
getting ready for the Team Green Show coming up in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. We're talking all about home inspections, the value of home inspections, and what you will learn from them. Hang in there.
This one you won't want to miss, guys.
Not at all. There
Okay,
you go.
that's it, guys. How easy is that? Okay, just stuff like that is
All
powerful. And we could even prove to you. Greg, why don't you go on our Facebook page on the laptop real quick? Throw it up on the TV behind us. And,
Just a few
there it
minutes.
is on
Stay
that
tuned.
one.
We're talking all about home inspections, the value of home inspections, and what you will learn from them. Hang in there.
This one
Stay
you won't
tuned.
want to miss, guys.
Not at all.
Okay, well, at least there's the audio, so you guys can hear it. But that was Greg on Facebook on our audio computer. And so anyway, that's it. Guys, it's that easy. Okay? Jump on and say, hey, this is Rick with ABC Real Estate, and this is what the market's doing. There's 16 pending homes in the market right now. Whatever, okay? Just a quick market update. Brady, one of our real estate hustlers, has been doing a great job at this. He's been doing weekly real estate market updates. And again, we do this. This is the Team Green Show. We do this right after this podcast. It's this whole month we've been focusing on first-time home buyers. All the steps to buying your first home. Today we're talking about how or what the importance of a home inspection,
Right.
what to look for in a home inspection, what's good, what's bad, all of that. So anyway, that's just one of the live things that we do. We also do live walkthroughs of our homes whenever we list. We do just random live updates, something fun that we're doing, whatever. Guys, you click on Facebook, you go to your page, you click go live, and it's not very hard. Paul Perone does a great job of that, one of our real estate hustlers over in New York. And I think Shane, our buddy down under,
Yeah.
Shane does Facebook Live as well. So it's been
right.
great. Anyway,
Very powerful, very good way to interact with your client base. Show them how tangible, how real you are. That you put the face, the name together, all the voice, all of that. Yeah. Good information. It's just very interactive and very real. So very, very important in doing that. Define it. Define who you are. Make the story match. Put it together. Put it on video. And let's get started. Today's the last day of February. Let's get this rolling. No more delays. Don't worry about the fear, because the worst thing someone can say is, it was all right.
exactly. Yeah.
And then the next time you'll get better, and the next time you'll get better. So no fear. Get it out there. You can do it. You're better than you think you are. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. We just showed you how to do it on the fly. So let's make it happen.
Absolutely, guys. Okay, so just to review, what you guys need to get done, it's on the screen behind us if you're watching live, is first, discover your brand. Discover who you are, and discover how you're going to communicate that brand to other people, okay? That is key. Don't just start doing stuff and throwing noodles against a wall. I mean, seriously, define what your brand is. You saw our vision board that we used to define our brand when we were starting our super secret meetings to form Team Green Real Estate a couple years ago when we were at Earl Brokerage. So this is how we defined our brand. Okay, at least the image of our brand, and then our brand kind of grew from there. We did the mission statement.
And it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's really simple, but when you stand back and see the flow, it really helps visualize that.
Yep. So that's number one. Number two is make the commitment to go all in. Okay? You can't just have a toe in the water. You're either in or you're out. So if you're going to do social media, commit to doing it. Okay? Set aside some time. Do what you need to do. Set those goals. Achieve those goals. Hold yourself accountable, and maybe even share with other people in your office what you're doing and help them hold you accountable.
Can I give you an example about trying?
Yes.
Being committed. Let me give you a real simple visual and solution to the idea of trying. Try to pick that pen up.
Got it.
No, you didn't try.
Oh.
You did. Try.
Okay. I don't understand.
Exactly. Trying is You either pick it up or you don't.
Yeah.
How do you try? You
Right.
either pick it up or you don't.
Yep. That's a good point.
So
That's a good
so
point.
it's a real easy concept to understand. You either make it happen or you don't.
Yeah.
So what did the great philosopher Tommy Boy say, or his dad? He said, "You're either going forward or you're going backwards. There ain't no third direction." Right?
That's true.
So go forward.
That's deep.
That is
if it
deep.
comes from Tommy Boy, you know it's
Oh man,
deep,
I'm telling you.
meaningful life solutions. So,
Did I catch a niner in there?
that's right. So discover who you are, what your brand is, commit to going all in, and then finally channel your efforts into the right directions, into the right channels. Channel your efforts into the right social media channels. Let's say that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more clear. So anyway, guys, that is all you need to do to get going on your social media. It has been a fantastic month.
Yeah.
All about social media. We're excited to introduce the topic for next month. And we are also excited, here coming up real quick, we are going to introduce a super secret website. I talked about it in my podcast yesterday, all about where you can get a free copy of our book if you pay shipping. Okay? It's $12.99 on Amazon, but you can get it for a lot cheaper if you wait for our super secret website that is available only to real estate hustlers. Will be available probably here within the next week or so. We'll get that out to you
that'd be
guys. We'll
great.
send everybody an email. We want everybody to have our book. We just shipped quite a few copies out. We're excited about that. It's gotten a bunch of 5-star reviews on Amazon, so thank you to all those people who did that for
Thank
us.
you. Yeah.
And we're excited for you to have the book, to know our story, to know where we're coming from, how to best work with buyers and sellers. It's going to be a fantastic read for you guys. It's nice and short because I don't like long books. So it works out great for everybody because it's not full of fluff or anything like that.
Great information and a short read. Very, very well worth it.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap this up. Please make sure to join us next week on the Real Estate Hustle, and we are going to be introducing the new topic for the month. And please remember, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening in the podcast app or iTunes or Stitcher, Google Play, any of those places, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. And we will be back again next week, 3 o'clock, same
Absolutely.
time,
We're
same
excited.
place.
Yeah.
We're very excited. And for now, guys, break's over.
Get back to work.
Yeah, keep on hustling. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.